What's good, YouTube? GOAT format continues to rise and get bought out. It's really crazy. Magical Merchant here. There's not a single mint one on TCG Player, and that's pretty crazy to me. As you see, the normal price is $15.62. This light play being listed at $21, the only one, and $25 or best offer. Mint unplayed Magical Merchant over here. They're actually pretty hard to get mint. Usually they have like foil edging just like the Dust Shoots did, but overall it's actually really hard to get these mint, and a lot of people play 1 to 2 of these in GOAT format. So it's interesting to see this kind of a card spike again. Its original spike is when it got the text change to, I believe, Excavate instead of Mill. And it had been back down since, but now it's headed on back up, kind of as a collector card that you can play in GOAT, I suppose. And a lot of you guys asked what GOAT format is in my previous video. GOAT format is the first ban list format where a lot of people played Scapegoats in their decks and then played Metamorphosis, and it was a really fun format that a lot of people enjoy playing on the side. You can get GOAT decks overall pretty cheap still if you want the commoned out versions. You can get them probably for like 25 to 30. But the hollowed out versions, however, they're through the roof right now. And another example of that is Sakuretsu Armor. As you see here on eBay, one light played version for 200. That is insane. Do not buy this. Do not list it that high. If you have yours and you want to list it and sell it, I heavily suggest going with the a little above market price, 20. Since there's none, the quantity is low. You could probably list yours for like 30 and auto sell it right now. Crazy enough to think about for Sakuretsu Armor. But there are other super versions of this card is what's even crazier. Let's scroll on over and see how much the other super version is from Legendary Collection Yugi's World. Let's see, $2. 1/10 of the going market price, and its market regular price seems to be $1.58. So slowly going up as the alternate hollowed out version. These buyouts have me crazy right now, guys. Like, you should not be buying out old stuff like this. That actually does have a quantity that's high, but it's just being held. So, like, the higher it's going, the more people are just going to, like, let go of it back in the future. It's crazy. Magician of Faith, going up a little bit at a time as well. As you see, market price 43. It's not much above the 44 plus $2 shipping, so 46. But then the next one is 50. So this is somebody that wanted to sell theirs right away. Then you got 50, 50. And eBay's actual lowest is 50 as well. So it looks like Magician of Faith is about to see that same kind of little price bump. All because, and it's such low quantity, 2 here, and then I think a total of, yeah, 6 here. Only 8 on market total, although people playing GOAT are playing 2 of these usually. So that's like 4 playsets in a sense of that format. But still, the fact that it's already rising, and there's only 1 even near the market price before it spikes almost a whole 20% from the old, that's pretty crazy, guys. Like, GOAT format, overall, it's seen a decrease in play overall, but lately, I guess, like, people in the house have actually been playing. Like, maybe it's just, like, that mentality that I'm not going to play Link format, I'm going to play a retro format till I see how it raises out, and this is the most popular retro format. Like, there's E-Dragons, there's Necros, there's Plants, there's even LOB format, like, which definitely is not near the same level as this, but it's pretty crazy to see it continue to go up, guys. Mavelus is sold out. I've been told it's because of Wind Witches. The only other thing I knew it was played in was Dragoonity. Level 4 win option with Instant Fusion. I guess you can Instant Fusion even on the turns that you use the Wind Witches. I don't really know if it's justifiable. I don't know what it actually does in Wind Witch. So if you know the play in the Wind Witches, comment down below what the actual play is using Instant Fusion and this. I imagine you could bring back a Wind Tuner and go into another Wind Synchro. But completely sold out on eBay up to the $25 mark. Only 3 sellers, and they're all trying to hold the line super, super high. There was one last night for $12.50 online. It sold. So if you want to list yours around like 15, you might see it auto sell. A, from vendors who are trying to keep the price high, or B, just because people actually really need this card and they're not available. There's a quantity of 0 and there's an apparent demand, so you might want to get rid of this now. as win, which is culminate to the maximum of their hype. Oh man, these buyouts, and the buyouts continue because Kozmo has actually solidified up. Really weird. We see Strawman still $7 plus here, Tin Can still almost $8 plus here, and Tin Can is like $7 plus on eBay. I did not think I would see the day Kozmo would be this much back up. $13 here, but we see the normal was 11. It's not that big of a raise here, but what is a huge raise? Super Kozmo Town, $7, $7, $7. Let's look that up. Kozmo Town Super. I thought I had a tab for it, but I do not. We see $4, $5, and it quickly rises. So like, there's very few sellers actually holding the line, like a playset, before it goes to $5.60, $6, and then $7. So 2 playsets, keeping it from being $7 on eBay as well. A lot of people going with Cosmos. Those big untargetable ships are very good against Drident. But, or Drancia. Yeah, Drident, my bad. Oh, it's so hard to get used to the name. It's everything so hard this morning. And that's a bad joke. But, seriously, Kozmo just going past expectations, going up overall. Pretty surprising stuff to me, that it would go to this point. I thought it would, like, do a small hiccup and go up during the format as it was topping. It's just going up on its own. Yes, it's topped a few regionals, but it's crazy to me that it's going this high. I just thought it would, like, do a hiccup and go back down. But what I did call right, guys, what I have been saying over and over again, this would be going down to $25, and look at the lowest buy it now. It's $25. And if you, everybody who's taking fees, like this guy is taking fees, then probably using track shipping. Most people that ship over $20 use track shipping, so there's like $260 gone instead of 1 stamp, and then the 13% fee. So this guy would probably gladly sell you this in person for say like 21, 22 bucks. But overall, it's just crazy to see this card actually fall towards that. I called it after the first week, and then Seattle, I didn't think it would keep going down, but Zoos keep going down, maybe because of link mechanic, maybe because of fear of a ban list. I don't really know because it's so dominant in the meta, but Zoo really does just keep going down. It's holding the line at about 27 over here, but we have one Brave Soul wanting to sell this for 25. I called it hitting that low point. I don't know if it'll continue to fall, but I think it'll stabilize around 25. And very similar, look who's at 27 over here. We see the graph evening out. That means these sellers are only getting like 23 and would probably gladly sell it for like 25 in person. It's crazy. And we see 28, 28, 29. There actually was one, I believe, last night for 26 some odd and change. So that's pretty crazy. Now, I'm gonna do a buyers beware kind of thing here. I usually don't do this, but it's happened with Zoodiac Barrage at Seattle. It's happened with Pot of Desires and other events, mostly YCSs. Be really careful about buying these cards online. Be very, 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 very careful, because people are getting DQ'd for Europrint here in America. Now, what does Europrint do? It bends the cards to where they're discernible. Of course, if you're in Europe, everything's Europrint, but a lot of people got Zoodiac Barrages that were Europrints that flooded the market over here because they were more expensive over here. So it actually been a simple thing you can do, you know, take your deck, stack of cards, whatever, like, and just kind of look at them and tell if you can discern where any of them are when you're looking at your deck. Like, just try to tell if there's bends, and if you can continuously tell where something is bent, you need to fix that in your deck. I think there are tutorials online actually on how to unbend cards, but Europrint cards are kind of naturally bent. So if you buy them, you need to either A, figure out how you're going to unbend them, or B, just go for the American. I know a lot of people like Europrint cards more too. They look nicer to people over here. Maybe because they're a little different, maybe because they're darker, but they definitely do have that bend to them compared to the USA cards, and there were a lot of DQs given out at Seattle. How bad is that you went and got a full Zoo deck, traveled all the way out across the country to Seattle, and then got some DQs for that? But that, again, that's the person's fault running the deck overall. If you can tell that there are bins, you've got to fix that, guys. You've got to stare at your deck down. And what's also interesting about Barrage, there were multiples for 70 last night, and when I refreshed the tabs this morning, it was back to 80. That's actually really, really telling that Zoo is just still strong, or somebody's trying to keep it at 80. I don't think cards that are this pricey, people put that much money into just to raise it $10. So I think it was kind of natural. It's like, oh, they're finally down to 70. I was willing to spend more. I'm going to buy them now. Or people were waiting for it to fall to that price and to justify buying them. They're like, oh, that's just 200 for the set now, instead of, you know, when it was 100, 300 for the set. So almost feels like a 66% discount, don't it? But definitely beware buying online. You're going to probably have to fix your barrages if they come in as Europrint, which won't be told to you in the listing. You know, nothing against them. Like I said, if all your holos are Europrint together, they're all probably like that or something. But it's happened with Desires over here. Now it's happened with barrages. Just always look at your deck. Look at your deck and see what you can discern and fix your bins. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this market watch. To wrap this up again, Goat going crazy. Multiple places, you know. The sellouts are real. As Sakuretsu has no copies on TCG Player if you want to be the first for the Super CP and a light play on eBay for 200. It's not going to be high, guys. It's Sakuretsu art. Magical Merchant. Actually, remember, this is super hard not to get foil edgeware just like Dust Shoot. I believe from the same set, CPO5. Yeah, if you haven't bit one, I'd actually maybe see where it goes, or just list yours now if you're not that interested in Goat. Magician headed towards 50. Mavelus bought out completely almost, all the way to the $25 price point. Kozmo's sticking to their high prices, very surprising. I did not see that one coming, and even the Super Cosmo Towns Racing. I thought about buying some Cosmo Towns at $1. Whoops, I was like, I have the Gold Raiders. And I called it. These headed towards 25. Broadbull already hit. Drident hitting. And buyer beware on Europrint. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And check out a skit that I actually posted on the channel about why link format is all my fault. I'll actually probably have that somewhere around here at the end of the video.